The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You talk about this Rams defense.
Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Jackson.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they go play action now. Burrow can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
I'm fine. Ready? Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Going to be taken in here by Ncaa.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ready?
Now Burrow.
He's across midfield. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
16 yards.
Here we go.
Rams.
Right, 80. Stop.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
35-yard line.
Big 13. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This defense for the Rams, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Hey, can. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Calvin Austin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Right back to Cook for another completion. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, come on.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
DC, ready? Hey, Alpha, say hi. Ready? 13. Ready, shot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete. The Bills at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Ready? Sit up.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix.
So forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
On one, ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Real quick.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They go play action with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And taken right at the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Lamar changing the play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. Can. Stop. 11. Stop.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
At the Bills' 47-yard
Right,
line.
Stop.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gutierrez. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Gutierrez. Now a signal in the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Pass complete there to Ncaa.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills.
Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 63
Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
The Bills offense staying out there. Here he's going to look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. Right side. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 80. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
He'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. Stop.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
11. Right 80.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Stop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Burrow. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gutierrez. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Rams 30, Bills 15. Joshua Carty to kick
Out
off
is the
for
kickoff
Rams.
unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook
With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gutierrez. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, can.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
12.
Burrow looking to pass.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right 80.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
37. Bills 22. Joshua Cardi.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, what a move.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be